This is Biorelativity for North America. The date today is February 14th, 2023. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Greetings, I'm Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. In this time of change and shifting, you and I both find many upheavals. Upheavals in the environment, upheavals in the political and military areas, and most importantly, denser thinking. There is a narrowness of the thinking, which means that many of the actions that people are taking are done without consideration of the consequences. That is, the consequences to the environment, the consequences to the plants and animals, the consequences to life in general on the planet. And you and I both know that there are so much suffering going on now throughout North America. Suffering in the biosphere, suffering in the plants and animals. There is a great deal of hunger, homelessness, and a general lack of spiritual insight. When I mean spiritual insight, I mean that there is little understanding of the causes, and there's little understanding of the nature of thought and the importance of correct thinking and the importance of understanding the consequences. What's happening now on this planet is rapid, is accelerated, and you as starseeds have a great potential for intervention to communicate with the biosphere, to communicate with the noosphere, and to work in what I call Bio-relativity. Bio-relativity is the collective group consciousness of starseeds working together toward an intervention in the collective noosphere. The noosphere holds the key to the planetary transformation. The noosphere holds the key to the emergence of Homo Omega. And the noosphere actually holds the key to the ascension process. So we will be working today with tightening our bonds and tightening our relationship with the noosphere, and also in strengthening our influence. For, frankly, the way the noosphere is being influenced now is through random thoughts without any higher spiritual energies or spiritual foresight. Let us join together as we collectively raise our energy level and visit my starship Athena. Take 3 deep breaths, my friends. Take the deep breath as you go deeper and deeper into your spiritual nature and your spiritual consciousness. Feel a deep connection to spirit, to higher consciousness, to the neshama, as it is described in Kabbalah. And know this interesting fact: very few people on this planet connect with their higher self, their neshama. In fact, the majority of the population does not even know that the higher self exists. So you are part of the select few who have the understanding and ability to connect with your neshama. Allow yourself to connect with your higher self. That higher self is above you already. And your lower and middle self rises up from your physical body. And at the same time, I, Giuliano, send a corridor of light over your room. You leave temporarily your physical body, exiting through the crown chakra, and enter this corridor of light. And travel with me now at the speed of thought through the corridor directly to the starship Athena, which is now in the Jupiter corridor area. You are traveling at the speed of thought. Wherever your thought projects you, then your higher self, your spirit body goes. You arrive at the starship Athena in the Jupiter corridor. My starship is surrounded by protective fifth dimensional energy and light, which means it cannot be seen by normal telescopes or radar or X-rays in any way. My starship is 3 to 5 miles in diameter. We are able to manipulate the size based on our needs. Enter now through the portal or doorway and walk down the hallway with me. Enjoy the windows as you look out the windows, experiencing fantastic views of the galaxy. This is a galactic starship, which means that we use it to travel throughout the galaxy. We travel not only to the Earth, but we travel to many other realms, many other planets in this galaxy. We enter the Star Galactic Gaia Planetary Healing Room. Enter the room and you see the holographic image of North America. Sit around the circle. Become comfortable. And we will use our thoughts and our healing powers to project special cleansing and purification on areas that we deem necessary. As you look at the holographic image, you see that it is set up with the intersection of the dimensions. The downloading of fifth dimensional light continues. We are 1 month into the intersection of the dimensions. And at this point, there has been great success and opportunity through this intersection. We focus first on Eastern Ohio, site of the train derailment and the toxic chemicals. that are poisoning the biosphere in that area. It is truly a very dangerous and toxic gas, chemical that is permeating the ground, the water, the air. I, Giuliano, send a beam and corridor of light over this area. And with your help, we're going to send a golden ball of light from the holographic intersection with special cleansing and healing powers over the derailment in the city of East Palestine in Ohio. The ball of cleansing light, quantum cleansing light, is emitted from the intersection, and it is coming down in a corridor of light over East Palestine, Ohio, and now being placed over the entire city. This has to be a quantum healing light because there is no known purity or purification chemical that can neutralize this. This is a neutralization, purification energy that is now delivered. And I want you with me to focus your concentration, focus your thoughts on purification and neutralization at the quantum level in this area. Let us go into meditation and arcane thought power, focusing on this quantum healing ball of light. We'll go into silence. Because of the high level of toxicity, I am sending a second quantum ball of healing light and purification and neutralization. It is emerging now from the intersection. And now it is dropped down over East Palestine, Ohio, where the train derailment and the toxic chemicals are, neutralizing this terrible toxicity. Very good. The neutralization ball of light has been delivered. Now we focus on Mexico and the lower consciousness violence that is emerging and actually is part of the United States culture also. This lower consciousness is very primitive energies. That has led to terrible consequences, instability, violence, and drug dependence. I, Juliano, call on the raising of the spiritual light quotient energy field in Mexico and the United States and Canada. This means that there will be higher consciousness, higher understanding. As I said, understanding of consequences of all narrow-minded thinking. I call on the intersection of the dimensions again to emit a gigantic ball of spiritual energies that will come down now over Mexico, the United States, and Canada, bringing activation and stimulation of all spiritual potential and understanding. And let this spiritual light, this golden ball, now enter the noospheric levels of Mexico, the United States, and Canada, raising the spiritual light quotient of all three countries in this continent. Let the noosphere in all three countries receive this activation of higher spiritual light quotient energy now. Let us meditate on this. The noosphere of all three countries receives this activation now. Finally, we will look at the weather patterns in the Midwest, where there is potential for upcoming problems due to moisture, freezing, rain. And I, Giuliano, with your arcane powers together, call on stability and moderation in the weather patterns over the Midwest. So there is no unusual flooding, allowing healthy farming and continuation and maintenance of normal living conditions in that area. Stability in weather. Oh. You and I together have engaged in higher arcane thought. We are connected now with the newest sphere of North America and Gaia. And we feel the powers of the golden balls of light that have been emitted through the intersection of the dimensions. Take 3 breaths in the healing chamber and receive incrementally the benefit to you from these golden balls of light. And direct those for your own personal benefit and healing and activation. Our time is now ready to leave the Gaia healing chamber. I, Juliana, send a special blessing of light again to the East Palestine area, to the Midwest, and to the entire North America for raising the spiritual light quotient through our newest spheric downloading today. You rise up, say goodbye to the healing chamber, the Gaia healing chamber. Walk out the doorway, down the hall, enter the corridor of light from which you came, and travel now at the speed of thought back to your body on earth, bringing with you this wonderful, powerful light, healing energies, and higher spiritual light field. You come to a position 6 feet above your physical body and enter now in perfect alignment, bringing back your higher self, your neshama, uniting with your lower self, elevating your lower self and your entire energy field into higher consciousness and light. I am Giuliano. Good day.